There comes a moment when all the seeds you have planted begin to bloom. A time when the universe in its infinite wisdom repays you for every unseen sacrifice, every silent prayer, and every step taken in faith. That moment is now. You may have doubted. You may have wondered if all your effort was in vain. But nothing is ever lost. The energy you sent out, the kindness, the persistence, the love. It has never vanished. It has simply been gathering, multiplying, waiting for the perfect moment to return to you. You have been patient in the waiting. You have kept faith, even when the evidence around you suggested otherwise. But I tell you, the unseen is more real than what your eyes perceive right now, beyond what you can see. Forces are shifting. Doors are opening. Opportunities are aligning. The very things you once prayed for are already in motion, moving swiftly toward you. But listen carefully. Your task now is not to chase, not to beg, not to struggle. The universe does not reward force. It rewards certainty. It rewards those who stand in quiet confidence, knowing that what is theirs will find them. So release all doubt. Feel the gratitude now, as if you already have what you seek. Walk as if your success is inevitable, because it is. Speak as if you are already living your dreams, because you are. You are stepping into a time of abundance. What once seemed impossible will soon seem effortless. The universe is repaying you, not in small measures, but in overflowing, undeniable ways. The only thing left for you to do is to receive everything. In this universe operates on a principle that is as old as time itself. What you give, you receive. The energy you send out into the world does not disappear. It lingers, expands, and eventually returns to you in ways beyond your comprehension. The thoughts you think, the emotions you cultivate, and the actions you take are not isolated moments, but seeds planted in the field of reality. Each seed grows according to its nature, and in due time, you reap exactly what you have sown. There is no force in existence that can override this law if you have given love freely, even in moments when it was not reciprocated. Understand that love is never lost. It moves. It transforms. It circles back in ways that may surprise you. Perhaps it does not return from the person you expected or in the manner you anticipated. But it returns nonetheless. Every act of kindness, every moment of patience, every silent offering of faith is recorded by the unseen forces that govern existence. You may have endured seasons where it seemed like your goodness was overlooked. You gave your best, but the world did not immediately return the favor. You extended generosity, but were met with ingratitude. You supported others, yet found yourself standing alone when you needed help in those moments. It is easy to believe that your efforts were in vain, that the universe is indifferent, that life is unfair. But that is only because you are measuring your return too soon. The universe does not work on your schedule. It operates in divine timing. Think of the farmer who plants his crop. He does not dig up the soil the next day to see if the seeds have sprouted. He trusts the process. He knows that beneath the surface something is taking root. He does not doubt, nor does he curse the ground for not yielding immediate results. Instead, he nurtures the land, waters the soil, and allows time to do its work. And then, in due season, the harvest arrives, not as a single grain, but in abundance. So it is with your life. Every time you have chosen faith over fear, patience over frustration, or kindness over bitterness, you have made a deposit into the unseen bank of the universe, and the universe never fails to repay what is owed. The energy you have invested is not lost. It has been accumulating interest, waiting for the right moment to be released back into your life, multiplied beyond measure. This is why you must never grow weary in doing good, even when the world appears ungrateful, even when the results are not immediate. Trust that your efforts are shaping a reality that you will one day step into. You do not always see how the universe is working behind the scenes. You do not always recognize how your seemingly small actions are creating ripple effects that will one day return to you in ways that are beyond your imagination. The key is to give without attachment, to act with a heart full of faith, rather than expectation when you give. In order to receive, you operate from lack. But when you give, because you trust in the abundance of the universe, you open yourself to a return far greater than anything you could have orchestrated on your own. You are not at the mercy of randomness. You are an active participant in the creation of your reality, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. These are the tools with which you shape your destiny. If you have planted good seeds, trust that your harvest is inevitable. If you have given freely, understand that abundance is on its way to you. At this very moment, unseen forces are working on your behalf. The kindness you extended in silence, the patience you practiced in solitude, the love you gave without condition. These have not gone unnoticed. You are standing on the edge of receiving all that you have given in ways that will astound you. Trust in the law that governs all things. The universe is merely reflecting back to you what you have already placed within it. Your return is guaranteed. There are moments in life when everything appears still, as if nothing is changing and your desires seem far from reach. You have done the work, set your intentions, and waited patiently, yet nothing seems to shift. It is in these moments that doubt creeps in, whispering that perhaps you are forgotten, that maybe what you seek is not meant for you. But I tell you, what you perceive as stillness is not. Emptiness beneath the surface of what you can see, forces beyond your understanding, are working tirelessly on your behalf. Just as the roots of a tree grow deep in the darkness of the soil long before its branches reach for the sky, your manifestations are taking form in the unseen. You may not yet see the results, but that does not mean they are not coming. The universe does not operate on human impatience. It functions on divine timing, ensuring that what is meant for you arrives not a moment too early or too late, but precisely when you are ready to receive it. Consider the caterpillar that spins itself into a cocoon to the outside world. It looks as though nothing is happening. It appears lifeless, unmoving, as if it has been abandoned by time. But inside, a miraculous transformation is taking place. Its very structure is dissolving, reforming into something entirely new. If someone were to intervene too soon, breaking the cocoon before the process is complete, the butterfly would not survive. So too is your journey if you were to receive everything you asked for in an instant before you were truly prepared. It might not serve you in the way you imagine. Delays are not denials. They are preparation when things do not unfold as quickly as you would like. Trust that there is a reason the universe is aligning circumstances, moving people, and creating opportunities that you cannot yet perceive. If something has not yet arrived, it is either because something greater is on its way, or because you are being given the time needed to grow into the version of yourself that can fully receive and sustain the blessing. Think back on your life. Were there not moments when you wished for something that in hindsight you now see would not have been right for you at the time? Were there not times when what felt like rejection was in truth redirection? What you call delays are often moments of grace protecting you from stepping into something before you are truly ready. The universe first does not operate in half measures. When it moves completely. What you desire is not being withheld. It is being carefully prepared so that when it arrives, it is perfect. Every obstacle, every seeming setback is simply a piece of the puzzle, fitting into place. You do not need to see the entire picture to know that it is forming. You only need to trust that unseen hands are working on your behalf. This is why faith is essential. Faith is the knowing deep in your being that even when you see nothing, something is happening. Faith is the ability to rest in the certainty that if it is meant for you, it will find you. The impatience you feel is not a sign that you must do more. It is a sign that you must trust more right now beyond what your eyes can perceive. The forces of the universe are setting things in motion. Conversations are being had in rooms you have not entered yet. People are being moved into position. Doors are being built that will soon open effortlessly before you. What is yours is making its way toward you. The waiting is not punishment. It is part of the process. And when it arrives, you will understand why it took time. You will see that the invisible forces were never absent. They were always working, preparing something greater than you ever imagined. Your imagination is the most powerful tool you possess. It is not mere fantasy, nor is it wishful thinking. It is the gateway between the unseen and the seen, the bridge between what is and what can be. Every great achievement, every invention, every transformation, first began in the mind before it was ever made manifest in the physical world. The life you desire, the experiences you long for, already exist in the unseen realm, waiting for you to claim them as yours when you close your eyes and see yourself living the life you desire. You are not simply daydreaming, you are stepping into a reality that is already formed. The mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts whatever you impress upon it as truth, and from that truth it shapes your reality. If you consistently see yourself as abundant, loved, successful, and fulfilled, then the world around you will begin to rearrange itself to reflect that inner vision. Most people believe they must first see physical evidence before they can believe something is real. But this is an illusion. Everything you have now was once unseen. The clothes you wear, the home you live in, the technology you used before they were physical. They existed as thoughts in someone's mind. They were brought into reality through the power of belief and action. The same is true for the life you wish to create. Doubt and fear only arise when you forget the power of your imagination. When you believe that you are bound by your current circumstances, you limit yourself to what is rather than what could be. But the moment you shift your inner world, your outer world must follow. The universe does not delay. It immediately begins aligning events, people and circumstances to bring forth what you have accepted as true in your mind. This is why you must be intentional with your imagination. Do not use it to dwell on lack, fear, or failure, for if you do, that is what will continue to manifest. Instead, use it as a tool of creation. If you desire wealth, see yourself already possessing it. Feel the joy, the freedom, the confidence that comes with financial abundance. If you desire love, see yourself in a relationship that is fulfilling and harmonious. Let your mind live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, for it is that feeling that brings it into being. Many people dismiss imagination as childish or unrealistic, yet the most successful and fulfilled individuals throughout history have understood its power. They knew that their vision must come first, that the external world would only reflect what they had already accepted internally. If you wish to change your life, you must first change your concept of yourself. You must see yourself as the person who already has what you desire. You do not need to know how it will happen. The how is not your concern. That is the work of the universe. Your only task is to accept it as true, to live in the certainty that it is already yours. When you do this, doors will open. Where there were once walls, opportunities will arise that you never could have planned for people, and circumstances will shift in ways that seem miraculous, all because you dared to imagine a new reality for yourself. Your imagination is not separate from reality. It is the blueprint for it. The moment you claim something in your mind, you set forces in motion that will bring it into tangible form. The universe does not resist it. Simply responds. So dare to imagine boldly without limitation. Step into the reality you desire and watch as the world around you transforms to match the vision you hold within. There's a great misunderstanding in the world, one that causes unnecessary pain, frustration, and exhaustion. It is the belief that you must struggle, fight, and push your way to success, that the harder you work, the more you will receive. But this is not how the universe operates. Struggle does not bring blessings. Struggle repels them. The more you strain, the more you affirm to yourself and to the universe that what you desire is distant, difficult, and uncertain. But when you let go of the need to control, when you accept that what is meant for you is already yours, you step into the natural flow of creation, and everything begins to move effortlessly in your favor. Think of a river. When you fight against the current, you exhaust yourself, making little progress. But the moment you surrender and allow the current to carry you, you move swiftly and smoothly toward your destination. Life operates in the same way. When you stop resisting, when you stop doubting, when you release the tension in your mind and body, you allow the flow of abundance to reach you. Many people believe they must prove themselves worthy of their desires through effort, that they must work endlessly to achieve their goals. But the truth is, the universe does not respond to struggle. It responds to belief. It does not bring you what you chase. It brings you what you are. If you believe you must struggle, you will receive more struggle. If you believe you must work endlessly, you will always feel like you are behind, never quite reaching the ease and abundance you seek. But if you believe that what you desire is already yours, that it is flowing to you effortlessly, then it must come. The reason many people fail to manifest their desires is not that the universe is unwilling, but that they are too focused on their lack, on the fear that it will not happen. Their energy is spent on worrying, doubting, and trying to force outcomes instead of trusting the process. But the moment you shift into a state of certainty, when you no longer question whether it will happen, but instead know that it is already in motion, everything begins to align. Letting go does not mean giving up. It does not mean doing nothing. It means releasing the mental and emotional resistance that blocks your blessings from reaching you. It means trusting the timing of your life, understanding that the universe is the bigger picture, and knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. When you stop gripping so tightly, when you no longer chase, you allow what is truly meant for you to come with ease. There is nothing outside of you that you need to attain before you can have what you desire. The moment you feel that you must work harder, that you must do more to prove yourself, you are affirming that you do not yet have it. But when you step into the energy of already being the person who has it, when you feel the certainty of its arrival, it must come. You have seen this in your own life, the things that came effortlessly, the moments where everything just seemed to fall into place. Those were the times you were in alignment. You were not forcing, not doubting, not trying to control every detail. You were simply allowing, and when you allow, you receive. The universe is always responding to your energy. The question is not whether you are working hard enough, but whether you are aligned with what you seek. The moment you release resistance, the moment you stop worrying and instead rest in the knowing that it is already yours, the universe rushes to deliver it, because it was never far away. It was always waiting for you to stop struggling and simply receive nothing you have done has been wasted. Every moment of struggle, every sacrifice you made, every tear you shed in silence, none of it has gone unnoticed. The universe has been keeping record, not in the way the world does, but in the unseen balance of cause and effect. Every seed you planted, whether in faith, love, patience, or endurance, is now ready to bear fruit. You are stepping into a season where all that you have given, all that you have endured, will return to you in ways beyond what you could have imagined. It may have felt at times as if your efforts were in vain. Perhaps you poured your heart into something, a dream, a relationship, a path, only to see it fall apart. Maybe you gave your best only to be met with disappointment or delay. But what if I told you that nothing was ever lost, that even the pain you experienced was serving a higher purpose, positioning you for something greater? The universe is precise. It does not forget. It does not take without the intention of giving back tenfold. Every hardship you have faced has been preparing you, refining you, shaping you into the person who can receive the blessings that are on their way. There is a divine order to everything, even when you cannot yet see it. The seasons of waiting, of struggling, were not punishments. They were preparations, just as a seed must break open beneath the soil before it can rise into the light. You had to go through moments of darkness before stepping into your season of abundance. You did not struggle for nothing. Every late night spent working toward your dreams, every rejection that made you question your path, every sacrifice you made for the ones you love. These were not empty efforts. They were deposits into your future. You have been investing in something far greater than you realized. The return may not have been immediate, but that does not mean it was denied what you planted. Faith is now returning to you in full. This is the moment when the doors begin to open, when the opportunities you once dreamed of begin to appear. It may seem sudden, as if things are falling into place overnight, but the truth is this has been in motion all along. What you once thought was a delay was really divine timing at work. You were never forgotten. The universe has been orchestrating the right circumstances, the right people, the right opportunities to bring you exactly what you need at exactly the right time. This is not a coincidence. You are stepping into a period where you will see why things happened the way they did. The struggles that once confused you will now make sense. The tears you cried will now be replaced with joy, the battles you fought in silence, the moments where you felt like giving up. These will all become part of the testimony of your victory. It is important now in this season to remain open to receiving. You have spent so much time working and enduring that you may have forgotten how to. Simply receive. But this is your moment to trust that everything you have done was leading to something. Let go of any guilt, any doubt, any hesitation. You are not being blessed by accident. You are not receiving out of luck. This is the result of your past efforts, the divine repayment of all that you have given. So step forward with confidence, walk in, the knowing that your time has come, the doors are opening, the path is clearing, and the universe is delivering everything you have earned. Nothing was ever lost. Nothing was in vain. It was all leading to this moment, and now it is yours to receive. Gratitude is the key that unlocks everything. It is the final door between where you stand now in the reality. Most people believe they must wait until they receive, before they can feel thankful. They think gratitude is a response to an answered prayer, a fulfilled wish, a visible manifestation. But the truth is, gratitude is not a reaction. It is a cause. The moment you shift into the feeling of already having what you desire, the universe rushes to confirm it in your reality. You are not waiting for your blessings. Your blessings are waiting for you. The moment you align with them, they appear. But alignment is not about struggle, force, or impatience. It is about stepping into the state of already having, already being, already living in the reality you seek. And the fastest way to do that is through gratitude. When you give thanks for what is not yet seen, you are declaring that it is already yours. You are moving beyond hope and into certainty, beyond wishing and into knowing. Gratitude shifts your energy instantly. When you practice it, you are no longer in a state of lack, no longer in the vibration of waiting. You are no longer affirming that what you desire is separate from you. Instead, you are aligning with the truth that it is already present, already unfolding, already on its way. And as soon as you feel that truth, reality bends to match it. Think about the moments in your life when things seemed to flow effortlessly, when opportunities appeared out of nowhere, when the right people entered your life at the perfect time, when something you had been hoping for suddenly materialized. In those moments, you were not doubting you. We're not chasing you. We're simply allowing you. We're, even if unknowingly, in a state of gratitude, a state of trust, a state of knowing that what is meant for you is already yours. Most people delay their blessings because they are too focused on their current circumstances. They look at what is missing, what has not yet come, and they reinforce the energy of lack. But the moment you stop focusing on what is not and start feeling grateful for what is already done, you shift everything. The moment you say thank you before you see it. You signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. Try it now. Think of the thing you have been waiting for, the desire that has been in your heart now. Instead of longing for it, instead of wondering when it will come, feel what it would be like if it were already here. Imagine the relief, the joy, the gratitude of already possessing it. Let that feeling wash over you. Let it fill you completely. That feeling is the key. That feeling is what draws it to you. What makes it inevitable, because when you can feel the gratitude before the evidence appears, you are no longer separate from what you seek. You are one with it. And once you are one with it, there is nothing left to wait for. The universe does not operate on time. It operates on alignment. When you align with the energy of having, you collapse the distance between desire and reality. The only reason things seem delayed is because your energy is still waiting instead of receiving. But the moment you embody gratitude, the moment you fully step into the state of already having, you unlock the final door. There is no need to force, no need to struggle. Simply give thanks. Now, not tomorrow. Not when it arrives now, because in the unseen it is already done. The moment you align. The moment you feel it is real. It must come. Not because you begged for it, not because you worked tirelessly for it, but because you finally allowed it. Because you understood that gratitude is not just a practice. It is the language of creation. Everything you have given, everything you have endured, and everything you have dreamed of is now returning to you. The universe has been working in your favor all along, even in the moments when you could not see it. Your part efforts were never in vain. They were laying the foundation for this season of divine repayment. The invisible forces have been aligning, preparing the way for you now. All that is left is for you to receive. Let go of struggle. Stop doubting, step into the flow of certainty, knowing that what is meant for you is already yours. Your imagination is the gateway. Your trust is the catalyst, and your gratitude is the final key that unlocks everything. The moment you embrace the feeling of already having, you step into alignment with the life that has been waiting for you. The universe does not withhold from you. It responds to you, and now it is responding to the energy you have put forth. You are stepping into a season where you will finally understand why things happened the way they did. Everything is falling into place, and all that is left is for you to welcome it with open arms.